Hindi naka-record. Wait lang, saan ba yung record? Saan ba yung record? Okay, yan na. So, recorded na siya, I guess. Okay. So, number one, Jasper and me went to the park to play soccer with our friends. So, where's the error? A, B, C, D, or E? Lagyan na nyo ng number. Okay. 'Di ba? Bakit? Okay. The, the error is letter A. Okay, yung me. The appropriate pronoun should be in the nominative case, so the answer should be I, not me. Ayan yung diniscuss natin sa personal pronoun, if you remember. Okay, merong subjective, diba? Objective and possessive. Okay, naalala nyo yun? Kung naalala nyo nga, isang heart react nga doon. Okay, yes. 'Di ba? Ang sarap sa pakiramdam kapagka nakukuha natin yung sagot and then at the same time, hindi tayo nanguhula. Okay, kundi nare-rationalize natin kung bakit yun yung tamang sagot. Gano'n naman sa grammar. Okay, yan. Okay, so kahit hindi nakakasagot dito sa chat box, okay, pwede kayong maupo. Sabi ko nga, I encourage you to sit down. Kung nakahiga kayo, to sit down kasi chances are mawawala kayo sa focus and get a piece of paper. Okay? Kung talagang seryoso kayo sa pag-review, you can have your notebook and then sana na monitor nyo yung tamang sagot. Okay, okay lang kung hindi nyo pa nakukuha or nakakakalahati nyo lang yung tamang sagot. Well, kaya nga tayo nag-review. At least yung may monitoring kayo sa part ninyo. Okay? So shout out sa 430 people in the Zoom. All right. Okay, next. Number 2, lagyan nyo ng ano ha. Number 2, the duties of the council chair are to preside over the meetings, monitoring the progress of the group, and consulting with more senior officers on issues discussed in the meetings. Council chair, to preside, monitoring, consulting, no error. Okay? The correct answer is, okay, so dito nag-iiba-iba na ang inyong mga pananaw sa buhay. B, C, or D. Okay, number 2, B. Okay, I like, yes, Muñoz. Tama naman. Letter B, okay, parallelism. Okay. Um, kung nahihirapan kayo, for example, ito medyo, to be honest, mahirap to. Tricky tong questions na to, no? Sabi ko nga, daw ito yung pinakamadali sa identifying error kasi naka-underline. Another technique, hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon na, just another technique lang. Punta kayo sa options, okay? Kung makikita nyo sa option, may monitoring and consulting. ING siya. Preside, okay? Are to presiding over the meetings, okay? It should be presiding. It should be under gerund form, ING. Okay, the duties of the council chair, okay, council chair are, tama naman yun, hindi naman niya yung verb, okay. So, ibig sabihin, tama, are siya, okay, referring to the duties. So, ano ba yung mga duties na yon? To preside? Oo, tama na, to preside. Yan talaga yung mga duties. But, in a sentence, in a grammar, dapat parallel siya. Okay? So, for example, pag sinabi nating nagluluto, nagsusulat dapat. Okay? Nagluluto, nagsusulat, naglalaba. So, parehas na ginagawa yung action. So, ganun din sa English. Okay? Pero pag sinabi mong naglaba, okay, nagsulat na at nagluto tapos na. Okay? So, parallelism ang tawag doon in grammar. Are we clear po? Nagets po ako dito? Okay? Nagets po ako dito. Yes or no po? Ayun. Okay. Yes, sige. Ano ka? Kuha ka ng dapat kunin. Next. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the land and have a final decision, okay, on issues that matter the most. Like yung number. Okay. Dito kasi sa chat, nagbibilang lang ako ng 10 sasagot. Ayan yung mga sumasagot na yan, malaki ang chance na makapasa niyan. So, very interactive. Write the number. So, letter C, ang karamihan na sagot ninyo. Okay. Correct answer is letter C. Okay. The subject of the sentence, the Supreme Court, is taken as a singular subject. Tama naman yung is. Okay. And the verb that should follow, it should be in the singular also. Have should change into has. Okay, di ba? Okay. So, again, ito yung another technique pa. Okay. Karamihan. Kadalasan at para karamihan. Okay. Kadalasan, look at the verb. Kasi, di ba nga, the subject and verb agreement. Okay. Try nyo lang munang tignan yung verb. Okay, try nyo lang din tignan yung verb. And then, of course, the whole sentence. Okay. The Supreme Court is, tama naman yun. Kasi subject is singular, verb is singular. Is the highest court in the land. Okay, tama naman yun. And has the final decision on issues that matter the most. Okay. Next. Number 4. A, B, C, D, or E. The value of the peso declines as the rate of inflation raises. Value, B declines, C as the D raises, E, no error. The correct answer is, let me see the chat box. D, no raises. Okay. Okay, correct. Raises, the correct word should be rises. Raise. To raise means to move higher place. To rise means to go up. Okay? Next. Well, kung nakita nyo naman to kung napanood nyo naman to on the video na pinesend sa inyo ni Chops, okay lang din. Ibig sabihin, okay, naalala nyo siya. Naalala nyo yung pinanood nyo. So, let's see. Yan. Gustong-gusto nila yung either nor. Either or, neither nor. Either Prof. Leloy, Claudio, or his fellow professors identifies as anti-communist. Okay? Medyo nalilito pa sila dito. Though marami nakakuha ng tamang sagot, but the correct answer is letter D identifies. Bakit? Okay. Di ba sabi natin, I would like to reiterate. Okay, stop na. Stop. Stop. Stop na. Stop answering na. Okay? Pagka nakita nyo na yung correct answer, stop na. I-nag-rationalize tayo. Dun sa mang sagot, very good. Sa mga hindi, here's the explanation. Babasahin ko lang, pero explain ko din. Okay? Identifies in a sentence that uses subjects with or, the subject closest to the verb that follows agrees with the noun's number. In this case, the closest noun ay yung professor is in a plural. Therefore, the verb must be in a plural form then. So, change identifies to identify. Okay, sa Tagalog, or in Filipino, okay, ang rule kasi dito, kapag ang isang pangungusap um, may isa or higit pa or dalawang subject, okay, tas yung isa singular at sa plural, anong susundin namin doon, ma'am? Okay, the verb must agree to the nearer subject. So, dito, okay, professors, singular plural, plural siya. Okay, may S di ba? Okay, hindi mo alam kung sino nga ang ano dito, ang anti-communist. So si Professor Leloy ba o yung kanyang mga kasamahang professors? Hindi mo alam kaya gumamit ka ng either. Ano ulit ito, class? Okay, nasa ano to, indefinite pronoun tayo. Since hindi mo nga alam, okay, because of the indefinite pronoun either. Okay, so sino ba ang anti-communist? Si Leloy ba na isa lang? O yung mga professors niya na marami? Okay, well, sa subject and verb agreement, I would like to reiterate time and again na kapag ang isang pangungusap may dalawang subject or may dalawang simuno, tapos compose pa siya ng isang singular, isang marami, isa lang, isang singular, isang plural, okay, saan dapat nag-agree ang verb to the nearer subject. Okay, in this case, professors happens to be what? Plural, okay? So, dapat ang kanyang verb is plural. Time and again, okay? Kapag ang verb may S, ano siya? Singular siya. Verb to ha. Uulitin ko. Kapag ang noun, for example, okay? For example, pen, okay? Lagyan natin siya ng S. Wala na akong makitang ibang pen. Okay. Pens, okay? Nilagyan kasi natin siya ng S, kaya siya dumami, kaya siya naging plural. Sa verb po, okay, kapag may S, singular. Okay? Kapag walang S, plural. So, ang plural ng identify is identify. Okay? Nagkakaintindihan po tayo. Isa nga pong thumbs up react kung nag-gets ang explanation ko at nag-gets ang rationalization ko. Okay. Yon. Gets. Okay, next. Next na. Number 6. Lagyan nyo ng number. Number 6. Agad sagot. Yung iba, pagka-flash ko, sagot agad eh. Okay. Though time constraint tayo dito, pero bigyan nyo yung time, then yung sarili nyo na basahin ng maigi. Okay. The correct answer is number 6. Everyone obeys the traffic rules and no one gets a ticket from MMDA officer. Okay. Nasaan ang error dyan? A, B, C, D, or E. Correct answer is? Ay, sige. Wala siya. Tingnan natin ang mga sagot ninyo. Okay, karamihan naman. Okay, it's letter E, no error. Okay? Tama naman, obeys. Singular, singular. Di ba may S? Okay? No one, indefinite pronoun, it should be in singular. Singular din siya. Ticket from the MMDA officer. Well, hindi naman siya nakakamali ng pangusap. So, the correct answer is letter E. Sorry, letter E, no error. Okay, echo, echo. Okay, bakit may sumasagot ng B? Indefinite pronoun siya. So, kapag indefinite pronoun, everyone, everything, everybody, di ba? Okay? Di ba sabi nga natin sa indefinite pronoun, ano lang ang plural? Ano lang ang plural? BF mo siya. Both, few, many, others, several. Diba? Yun yung plural. The rest is singular. Singular ba to? Yung obeys na may S? Opo. Ulitin ko po. Kapag ka ang verb po, pag ang verb ay may S, plural. Kapag ka ang verb walang S, singular. Magkabaliktad po ulit sila ng noun. Okay? Yan, di ba? Nai-hit tayo sa mga ganyan. Ang dali lang sana. Okay? Bakit everyone? Okay. Sinasagot ko lang yung nasa chat box ha. Oh, plural. Bakit ang everyone ba is ano? Okay, hindi natin alam yung everyone kung sino yung lahat na yon, di ba? Since indefinite pronoun siya, ano ang rules? Indefinite pronoun ay lahat ng hindi naman lahat. Indefinite pronoun singular na siya. Kailan singular? 'Di ba? Oh, singular siya. Kaya obeys, may S. No one, hindi mo alam kung sino yung no one na yan, sino yung anybody na yan, sino yung somebody na yan. Okay? Kaya singular. Singular ba yung gets? Yes. Ang subject na subject. Ang verb na may S ay singular. Kapag ang verb walang S, for example, sa Tagalog, write. Sa Tagalog, sulat, di ba? Sa English, write. Okay? Pag nilagyan mo siya ng S, writes. She writes legibly. Writes is what? May S na siya, singular na siya. Singular siya. Pag wala, okay, they write faster. Bakit walang S? Okay? Kasi magkabaligtad nga po sila ng verb. Lagi nyo pong tatandaan yan. Okay? At yung indefinite pronoun na yan. Favorite nila yan eh. Okay? Nagkakaintindihan po tayo? Okay. Sige. Kapag actually, when you get used to it, matatawa ka no, oh, ito na naman yung rules na to. Ito na naman yung rules na akala nakakalito pero ayan yun. Okay? So, 600 pesos are the amount you have to pay for your overdue fine. Ano ulit yan? Oh, ayan na naman. Ayan naman yung inaano lang tayo, hinuhuli lang tayo pero oh, 'di ba? Is siya. Okay. Ma'am, ang dami nung 600. Okay, kahit nga 5 pesos madami 'yun. Anong rules natin dito sa subject and verb agreement? Magiging unit lang siya kapag ka isa lang ang bakit E? Okay, kahit 1 million pa 'yan. Okay. Sabi natin, ang fraction, ang tawag dito, price, ang amount of money, parang collective noun siya, 'di ba? Pag ginamit mo lang sa isa, okay, naging unit lang siya. So pag unit lang siya, one lang siya. Okay? Yung 600 na yan, isa lang naman ang pinuntahan yan eh. Okay? Pambayad lang sa, what is fine in English, in Filipino? Multa. Okay? Yung 600 na yan, naging isa lang siya kasi pinambayad mo lang lahat yan sa multa mo. Nagigets ako? Pagka unit, okay, Naalala niyo yung yung 100 o yung 1 million pesos is enough to buy a brand new car? Okay, kasi yung 1 million na yon ay isa lang ang pinuntahan, pinambayad lang ng kotse. Okay, so unit lang siya. Nagigets po ako. Nagigets po ako. Ma'am, bakit po naging singular subject is 600? Well, if you have to read the sentence, saan ba pinanggamit yung 600? Iba-iba bang pinanggalingan, pinagbayaran yan? Hindi. Okay? So, naging unit siya. Okay? Sa dami ng pera, sa dami ng laki ng amount of money, naging unit lang si 600, naging isa lang siya. Naging subject. Okay, singular subject siya. Bakit siya naging singular? Ipinambayad lang siya sa multa. Gets po. Chicken? Yes, isa lang ang pinuntahan ng 600. Kahit 1 million pa siya, 1 million pesos are. Okay. Mali, di ba? Is dapat. Okay, sabi ko nga sa inyo, most of the time, hindi man sa lahat ng pagkakataon, pero most of the time, okay, tingin muna kayo sa subject. Sorry, tingin muna kayo kasi subject and verb agreement, 'di ba? Tingin muna kayo palagi um sa verb. Gets po ako. Chicken, alam nila 'to. Bakit banana? Ay, sumagot ng banana. 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 Okay. Saan yun? Hindi ko alam Banana. Okay. Oo nga, kaya nga, ito, may sumagot pa. May ano pa, sino to si Camilon? Camilon LC, singular po yung 600, tapos plural yung R, di ba po? Oo, kaya nga mali. Okay, bakit? Kasi palaging, kung nandun na si subject, okay, nandun na si subject, yun na yung susundin mo, si verb ang mag-a-adjust. So, ibig sabihin, si verb ang nagpamali dun sa sentence. 600 pesos is R, the amount you have to pay for your overdue. Okay? Is. Okay? Kasi yung 600, pinangbayad mo lang sa multa. Nagigets po ako? Diba? Nalito sa explanation? Uy, hindi na dapat tinatanong kung ang is singular. Is. Okay, diba? Tense sa tense yan. Is. Ano pagka madami? Are. Diba? Kapag past tense, was. Kapag marami, pero tapos na, where. Diba? Okay, gets? Okay na tayo dito? Okay lang kasi nasa final coaching tayo, dapat naiintindihan nyo na to as of this time. My gosh. Okay. Hanggang ano na lang to. Okay, gets naman. Okay, binabasa ko lang yung sa chat box. Tatanong sila. Okay. Algebra and physics are the most interesting subject this semester. Number 8. Lagyan nyo ng number ha. Okay. The correct answer is, tingnan natin yung sagot nyo. Error C. Okay, iba-iba na naman siya. Hindi na naman ako nakakakita ng major. The correct answer is subject. Okay? Si algebra and si physics, okay, are Tama. Physics, wala, may mamali pa ba sa physics class? Unless isinulat yan dito sa ano, sa unahan. Capital P siya, small p siya. Okay? Pero kasi nga, sabi natin, sa grammar, mas tinitingnan talaga yung tense. Okay? Yung verb. Okay? Yung parallelism, bihira na yung punctuations, bihira na yung capitalization. So, physics, tama na siya. So, si algebra ay isa, si physics ay isa, plural na siya, are, tama. Algebra and physics are my most interesting subjects this semester. Okay, diba? Ulitin ko, babalik tayo sa konsepto ng subject. Ano yung subject? Ano yung, ano yung subject dito sa sentence na to? Algebra and physics. Okay? Ano daw yung algebra and physics? Okay, interesting subjects. Dapat may S. Okay, so the correct answer is letter D. Okay? Are we clear po? Ano yung plural? Kasi pag sinabi yung plural, plural naman tong R. Diba? Ano yung plural dyan? Okay? So, kung babasahin niyo yung, ayan, meron pa akong explanation sa ilalim. The subjects are compound. So, compound siya and therefore considered plural in form. The word subject is a subject complement, therefore must be in a plural form. The word must be changed to subjects. So, letter D. Okay lang yan. Kaya nga tayo nag-review. Okay. Number 9. Some of the students in the night session volunteers during weekends. Correct answer is letter C. Chat box. Yan, 'di ba? Ang dali na nito. Okay. Bakit ulit? Anong paliwanag dito? Sige, bigyan niyo nga ako ng brief explanation kung bakit yung letter C volunteers. Okay. Verb siya, 'di ba? Volunteer dapat. O bakit siya volunteer dapat? Okay. Again, indefinite pronoun. Some of the students, so may estudyante, yung some doon, yung iba doon. Okay. So dahil hindi mo nga alam kung ano doon, kung sino-sino yung some doon. Okay. So for example, the concept is, for example, may 10 estudyante. Okay. So some of the students in the night session volunteer. Okay. Bakit volunteer siya? In a plural form. Volunteer. Again, pag may S, ano? Okay, yes, tama. Volunteer dapat. 'Di ba? Try lang nyo ha. Sabi ko nga, imaginein nyo yung sinasabi ng sentence. Yon, imaginein nyo sa grammar. Imaginein nyo siya para maanuhan nyo. Ano ba yung pinag-uusapan? Ano ba yung subject? Okay. So, ano ba dapat ang verb? O, pag tama na siya, edi malamang no error. Okay, next. The bank teller told the client that there was several kinds of savings account available. Lagyan nyo ng number, number 10. Correct answer is? Okay. Yes. So most of you got the correct answer. Very good. Okay, there were. Kaya there nga eh, 'di ba? Yung there pa lang eh. There were. I think na nakuha nyo na to. Alam nyo na kung bakit yun yung maling sagot. Maling sa sentence. Okay? Yes, number 11. Palagyan po ng number was where. Yes. Number 11, interest in cryptocurrency investment has grown rapid since the turn of the century. Again, interest in cryptocurrency investment has grown rapid since the turn of the century. Shout out sa mga sumasagot dyan. Ayan. 12. I have. Okay. Pag nakita na ako ng 10 responses, okay na yan. So the correct answer is letter C. Bakit? Rapidly. Okay, ano to? Adverb, di ba? Okay, the word rapidly should be placed instead as it demonstrates the adverb form that appropriately describes the verb phrase has grown. So, gaano ko daw kabilis? How? Okay. Gaano kabilis yung paglago? Okay. Ng cryptocurrency rapidly. So, adverb of manner. Diba? Okay. So, bibihira to pero nalabas talaga siya. Okay? Next. If you want to leave a message for Mr. and Mrs. Ramos, I will be glad to take them. If you want to leave a message for Mr. and Mrs. Ramos, I will be glad to take them. Mag-iwan ka ng message. Parang kayo sige. Okay, the correct answer is letter D. Them. It should be okay, it. Okay. I would be ibig niya sabihin, yung it, ano yung tinutukoy niya dun sa it na yon? Pronoun to, yung message. Kung mag-iiwan kayo ng message para kay Mr. and Mrs. Ramos, okay, I will be glad to take it. Anong to take them? Pagka sinabi niyo kasing to take them, kun ka sa kanila, di ba? It should be Baroque in Filipino. Okay? Kung mag-iiwan kayo ng message, okay, ano ulit ang pronoun? Nag-substitute siya saan? Sa noun, di ba? Okay? Ano yung pinag-uusapan natin dito? Ano ba yung kukunin mo? Ano ba yung gladly na kukunin mo? Okay? Message. Ano ba yung message kapag sinubstitute mo siya sa pronoun? It, di ba? Okay? So, kung mag-iwan kayo ng mensahe para kay Mr. and Mrs. Ramos, I will be glad to take it. Pagka sinabi mong to take them, kinuha mo si Mr. and Mrs. Ramos. Are we clear? Okay. Yes. Yes, yung tinutukoy. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, try to imagine. Imagine niyo yung sinasabi ng sentence. Try nyo. Okay. Mm-mm. To live. Okay, if you want to live, wala namang papaano pa diyan, tatama pa diyan, 'di ba? If you want for live, hindi naman. If you want to leave a message, para, okay. For, tama naman yung underline na for. I will be glad. Okay. I will be glad to take them. So, I hope nasagot ko yan. Naliwanagan kayo sa pronoun. Okay, next, number 13. Stan Lee has redefined our understanding of the Marvel Universe through his amazing storytelling. Stan Lee has redefined our understanding of the Marvel Universe through his amazing storytelling. Lagyan ng number. Correct answer is letter B. Okay, redefine. Okay. Kasi pina-understand sa atin, pinaunawa sa si Stanley, nire-define niya, binigyan niya ng ibang definition yung pagkakaunawa natin sa Marvel Universe sa pamamagitan ng kanyang storytelling. Okay, again, something to do with the verb, okay? 'Di ba? Tenses of the verb to, 'di ba? Has, had, okay, have. Okay, yes. The verb should be in its past participle. Has, have, diba? Past participle. That should be redefined. Okay? Next. Those of us, kaming mga 50 years old, should we get their blood pressure checked regularly? Lagyan nyo ng number, guys. The correct answer is letter. Okay, tignan pa natin yung mga masisipag na nagsasagot. Okay, most of you answers letter A. But the correct answer is letter B. Okay, sabi ko nga sa inyo, di ba? Madalas. Madalas po. Okay. So, hindi siya nag-underline word ng ng tawag dito, ng verb. Okay. Who are dapat are yan. Those of us, kami, those who are. Those of us, kaming mga mahigit 50 years old na, should we get, okay, our blood pressure check regularly. Our, hindi there. Kasi kasama, parang kami, di ba, sa sila. Okay, since kami, okay, dapat ang pronoun na kami, nakasama ako, ase, di ba, is our. Okay, kayo, na wala ako, pero madami kayo, them. Okay, or their. Nagigets ko ako? Kaya magkaiba yun. Wala nga both of us eh. Those of us. Okay. Actually, kahit naman some of us, both of us, tama pa rin naman siya. Both of us who are, kami na lang. Both of us, dalawa kami. Okay. Both of us who are over 50 years old. Pero that's kaya nga siya exam eh. i-deepen yung understanding nyo ng grammar eh. Nano tayo, those of us, kaming mga nasa over 50 years old should get our blood pressure checked regularly. Diba? Okay. Gets po tayo dito? O depende. Yung doon sa nagsasabi ng most of us, hindi kita masasagot ng most of us lang kung ano yan. Depende kung ano yung nagpamali eh. Okay, bigyan mo ako ng complete sentence. Tsaka natin masasagot yan. Pero if you're going to ask me most of us, tama yun. Ano yung most of us doon? Okay? Gets na lang, ma'am. Hindi pwedeng na lang. Dapat nagigets talaga natin ito. Okay? I-review niyo yung mga pagkakataon. Anyway, these drills will help you na rin. At tayo, ang grammar kasi drills yan eh. Drills, drills, drills. Number 15. I have laid your notebook on the table by the door so that you won't forget it. I have laid your notebook on the table by the door so that you won't forget it. Correct answer is letter. Yan natin sagot niyo. I have lain. Okay. On the table, tama na yan. On the table, preposition of place. Nasaan? Nasa ibabaw ng table. So that, okay. Ano pa bang imamali niyan? You won't forget it. Okay. Kapag future, di ba, yun na yun. Yun naman yun. So, nasa have laid na. Again, kadalasan. Kadalasan. Okay. Nasa verb tayo. Diba? I get some have lain. It should be have laid. Okay. Have laid. Ito, ayan, aaminin ko yan, mahirap na din yan sa part ng grammar. Next, number 16. Correct answer is letter. Yan natin. 3 of the athletes from the university has been chosen to represent the country. Okay. The correct answer is letter B. Has. Okay. It should be have. Bakit? Tatlong mga athletes nga, oh. The? Bakit may the? Have been chosen? Wala pong formula na have been chosen. Okay. Chosen, hindi chosen. Okay. Laging nasa past participle yan. So have, bakit have? Kasi tatlong mga atleta mula sa university. Okay, so should be in the plural form also. Has singular, have plural. Minsan, nilalagay nila yan had been choosing. Okay? Pero tingnan nyo ulit yung function ng pagkakagamit ng verb sa sentence, ha? Okay? Next. Number 17. Si Nick Joaquin. Okay. Nick Joaquin, a national artist for literature, have written stories which he called tropical gothic. So, alin ang mali dyan? The correct answer is, kaya makinig. Kung yun nahihirapan makinig, ganun talaga, have written. Dapat ano, had written. Okay? Kasi ang have ano siya, okay, ma'am, kasi ang sabi nyo, ano, have, plural siya, eh sinikwakin lang yun, no? Had, diba? Tapos na. Past participle should agree with the subject. Okay? So, had written. Ma'am, pwede bang has written? Pwede bang has written? Kung sakali. Baka kasi iniisip nyo, has written. Kasi sinikwakin, isa lang naman. Ano sabi natin? Okay. Past participle had plus ano lang yon? Past participle of the verb. Yes, okay. May sumasagot kasi dito. Isip mo has. Had siya. Number 18. Literary workshops were initiated by university-based writers who want to cultivate it among amateur and aspiring writers. So, try natin i-imagine yan na literary workshops, yung mga workshop about literature, okay, marami yon workshops were initiated. Ay, di ba yung I, sabi ko nga sa inyo, hindi ko pwedeng inahin yung konsepto ng I. Sinimulan, okay, ito ay nasimulan ng university-based writers, so mga writer na nag-aaral sa universidad. Who want to cultivate it among amateur and aspiring writers. Kung saan gusto nilang makultivate yon sa mga kasamahan nilang amateur and aspiring writers. Ibig sabihin, hindi, pag sinabi nating amateur, hindi pa sila professional, di ba? Okay. Literary workshops, singing workshops, marami, di ba? Dancing workshops were initiated by university-based writers who want to cultivate it among amateur and aspiring writers. Ay nakikita ba? Ang mali? Correct answer is letter E, no error. Okay, diba? Okay. Were initiated, tama naman yung where. Okay? Kasi sinundan siya ng past tense din dito, where initiated. Marami yun, di ba? Kaya where. Okay? Kasi kung literary workshop lang, isa lang siya, was initiated. So, yung madaming mga workshop, madaming mga seminars na pinasimulan. Okay? Na pinasimulan. Dahil madami nga yung workshops na yun were initiated. Nino, okay? Ng mga university-based writers. So, mga nakapagtapos na sa university, yung mga kumuha for example ng journalism, yan, script writing, who, tama naman, okay yung pronoun niya na who, okay, referring to the subject, literary workshop, who want to cultivate among among amateur and aspiring writers. Okay? Again, try to imagine yung sentence. Okay? And then, focus ka here sa mga underlined words. Number 19. Each product, each product comes with a whole year warranty to meet your money's worth. Number 19, each product comes with a whole year warranty to meet your money's worth. Bawat produkto come with a whole year warranty, sa buong taong warranty, to meet your money's worth. Para worth it ang iyong pera. Bakit? Bakit ang sagot nyo A? Bakit mostly A ang sagot nyo? Okay, let's see tingnan natin yung rationalization. Oh, di ba? Okay. So, at least, nakukuha nyo na yung samang sagot. Kasi yun na-rationalize nyo na. Tama ba? Di ba? Instinct, ano ba yan? Hindi dapat instinct ang tama. Hindi dapat tama ka kasi instinct. Hindi dahil parang mali pakinggan. Gut feeling? Hindi gano'n yun. Okay. Paano pag sira yung tiyan mo kapag ka nag-exam ka? Wala yung gut mo, di ba? Okay. Again, pupunta ulit tayo sa, ayan, galing kay la mama. Uy, ensaymada. Okay. Bakit comes? Ano ulit ang comes? Verb siya. Ano siya? Sagutin niyo muna yung sagot ko. Ay, sagutin niyo muna ng isa-isa yung tanong ko. Wait lang ha. Shh. Okay. Common sense. Sagutin niyo muna. Anong past tense? Di yung past tense. Okay. Sagutin niyo muna. Come comes. Ano yung come? Am I audible? Sorry na, ano eh. Okay. Nag-connect ako sa cellphone na wala yung Converge. I do not know. Hirap talaga pag live. Ayan. So, let me share you again my screen. Ayan, nakikita na ulit yung screen ko. Ayan. Okay. So, ay, sige. So, i-discuss ko lang tong number 20. Both senators and congressmen, okay, congressmen nga lang madami na eh, diba? So, senators madami na, congressmen nasa plural form na siya. So, the correct answer is letter B, dapat R siya. Okay? Plural, plural. Sobra na. Pati yung BF mo siya sa indefinite pronoun. Yun, maano po yan? Kanina nyo pa sinasabi yan, BF mo siya. Yung BF mo siya kung nandun kayo on a previous day ng review natin sa verbal ability, nabanggit ko to sa indefinite pronoun. Okay, ang rule doon kasi is kapag indefinite pronoun, singular, kailan lang siya nagiging plural kapag BF mo siya? Ano po yung BF mo siya? B for both, F for few, M for many, O for others, and S for several, diba? So, given this sentence, sobra-sobra na to sa pagiging plural. Both, okay, sa indefinite, diba? Ma'am, di ko alam kung sino yung senators na yan, tsaka congressman na yan. Okay. Senators, madami na, diba? Congressman, madami na din, diba? So, plural na rin. Tapos yung both pa sa indefinite. So, sobrang dami na. Okay, so the correct answer is letter A. Are we clear po? Ay, letter A, sorry. The correct answer is letter B. Again, ma'am, ganito din po ba yung question sa actual exam, yung may underline? Maraming kasing pwedeng gawin sa grammar. Pwedeng naka-underline word, okay, hanapin mo na lang. Ito sabi ko nga sa inyo, madali ito. Meron namang identifying errors na, halimbawa, lalagyan niya lang ng both senators, both, number one. The senators and the congressman, number two, is responsible for, number three. The legislation, number four. Ganon naman. Walang naka-underline pero phrases. Later, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung sinasabi ko. Okay? Okay. So, konting lecture lang tayo. What does except mean? Okay. Yung except, yan yung ginagawa niyo sa Facebook ninyo pag ayaw niyo makita ng nanay ninyo. Okay. Nung tatay ninyo, yung post ninyo, yung inarte niyo sa buhay, ina-except niyo siya. Okay. Diba? Except introduces a subject or content that being excluded or represents in an exemption. Except can be a preposition or conjunction. Sa preposition, except means but. Okay, so for example, all except, lahat pwera lang sa isa. Okay? Sa conjunction naman, ang except is followed by that it means only or with the exemption for of. In the rare cases, okay, when except functions as a verb, it means to exclude or to object. So, iba-iba po yung function ng word na except. Ano sabi? Anong wala pa? Hanapin mo kasi importante to. Okay? Sorry, pinapahanap ko lang yung may-ari ng phone para baka mawala ulit ako, maglo-load kasi ko. Nagloko si Converge. Um, isang word siya pero magiging iba't iba yung function niya sa sentence, depende. Okay? Depende yon. Except could be what? A claim. Except could be excluded, hindi kasama. Or it could be what? A conjunction. Yan. Picture lang. When to use accept versus accept. Okay? Understanding when to use the accept and accept in your writing or in grammar ensures that you're getting your point across clearly and correctly. So if your goal is to have your subject voluntarily receive something, whether an object or an outcome, using the verb accept is appropriate. Accept is used in a sentence when describing an element or noun that is not included. Ano, nakita na? That, nawalan ako ng ano bumitaw yung internet. Eh, kailangan ko dito sa phone, baka para hindi na siya bumitaw. Madami ba tong load? Hindi, papaloadan lang. I mean, anong load ba dapat? Wait lang guys ha. Audible naman ulit ako, 'di ba? Opo. Okay. Share screen lang ulit. Okay, share screen. Tinatry kong ilipat sa Converge eh. Ayaw talaga. What happened? I do not know. Ayan. Ayan. So for example, buy all the ingredients for the recipe except milk kasi may milk na. Except for the rain, so aside from the rain, so nag-exclude ka, diba? Except for the rain, the camping trip was success. Okay, kailan naman ginagamit ang between and among? Kanina lumabas to, diba? Pag between, nasa pagitan. Use between when we are referring to one-to-one relationships, okay? Among when we are referring to indistinct or non-specific relationships, okay? For example, a common and oddly persistent belief that between should be used only when there are two elements and among should be used when there are more than two elements, okay? But this rule is a myth, or to be more charitable, it is great oversimplification. You can use between when there are what? More than two elements involved. So for example, he had to choose between a bicycle, a train, a pair of sneakers, and a new backpack for his birthday present. Okay? kahit madami pa yung pagpipilian, pero kung para lang sa birthday present niya, yung regalo para sa sarili, regalo para sa kanya, okay, between yon. Okay. Among is used when talking about people or things that are not distinct and are viewed as a group. So for example, there wasn't much unity among the council members. Okay, among could indicate that is something belong to a group. So for example, she only ever felt comfortable when she was among her friends. Okay, belong to a group dapat. When referring to spatial relationships, among tells us that something is surrounded by something else. So for example, okay, Paula always wanted to go swimming among dolphins. Konting ano lang yan, konting lecture lang ulit. Okay? All together na magkahiwalay, tapos all together na one word lang. Pagkabas sinabi nating all together, adjective yon. That means that everyone or everything is in the same place, all together. Okay? The opposite of all together is separately or in different places. So, pag sinabi nating all together na two words, na iisa sa same na lugar. Okay? Kasi ang kabaliktaran ng all together is nasa iba't ibang lugar. Tatandaan yan ha. Okay? Common expressions with all together are to get everything all together. Okay? Sama-sama. Get everything all together. So two words yun. All together kasi nasa isang lugar. Okay? So kung ano to, dad, may ano ba to? May load naman to. Pa-loadan na agad. Okay? So for example, let's go to a party all together. Ayokong mag-isa lang. So dahil nasa isang place lang, okay, we use all together. Two words. Okay, are we clear? Electric fan please, mainit. Next, yung all together na magkakasama, kung kanina, si all together na two words is an adjective, so all together is an adverb, which means it is a word that modifies a verb, okay, adjective or another adverb. Okay, the word has three different meanings. First, all together can be used completely. Okay, buo. Yung kaninang all together, it's a place, 'di ba, na um isang lugar lang. Ngayon, si altogether, kompleto or totally. Okay? When used in this way, the opposite of altogether is partially. Partially, okay? So ito completely altogether. Yung meron naman na altogether in total, okay? Or in the sum. Meron namang altogether in general or overall. Okay? So kasi nga completely, 'di ba? When used in this way, let's look at some example. So example number 1, our vacation was altogether wonderful. So kung i-rephrase natin yon, kung bibigyan natin ng iba pang salita, ang bakasyon natin ay talaga namang napakaganda. Okay? Altogether. Completely wonderful, ibig sabihin. Yung aisle versus aisle. Okay? Same, what do you call this? Pronunciation, pero when we say aisle, okay, it's a noun meaning, okay, walkway between two objects. Aisles are often found between shelves or rows or between shelves and rows of seats. So for example, aisle yung sa gitna sa simbahan, yung dinaraanan ng bride. Okay, bakit? Kasi may dalawang rows. Okay? Nasa gitna siya dadaan. It doesn't necessarily mean na gitna siya. Okay? So, for example, what do you call this? Nasa grocery kayo, so may aisle siya. Rows of meat and chicken, diba? Rows of canned goods and dry goods. Okay, aisle yon. The candy aisle is Mary's favorite part at the grocery store. Ibig sabihin, si Mary, gustong-gusto niya naglalakad sa mga shelves between ng candy at saka ng mga between ng mga aisles ng mga candies. 'Di ba? May ganon si grocery. So, aisle po yung tawag doon. A-I-S-S-L-E. Okay? Yung gitna. Pero Alan cried when he saw his bride walk down the aisle at their wedding. Okay, so ibig sabihin, naiyak si Alan nung nakita niya naglalakad sa aisle yung kanyang bride. Okay? Ano naman yung aisle na isa? Okay? Not really a small, okay, but it is a noun which means an area of land of that's surrounded by water. In other words, it's an island. Regardless if it is small or big, it's isle. Note that S in isle is silent, so you do not have to pronounce it. Isle pa din. So Amanda wants to take a vacation in a tropical isle. Okay. Or for example, ako, Julian wants to take a vacation to the beautiful Philippine Isles. Okay, diba? Tropical Isles. Okay. Isla. The Isle of Man is one of the most famous isles. Okay? So, nagets ako? Baka lang lumabas, at least na-discuss natin. Verb tenses. Tapos na tayo dito? Wala pa. Okay, sige nga, number 1. Ito, it's obvious. Okay, kapag alam na natin ang tamang formula, okay, tamang formula, alam na natin, masasagot na natin to. The food in Japan is expensive. It what? A, B, C, or D? Okay, B. Singular, singular, may S. Next. His job is great because he, letter, lagyan yung sagot. Madali lang to. Ay, lagyan nyo ng number, lagyan yung sagot. Number 2, B. Bakit? His, okay. We are referring to what? His, of course, is singular. Ayan o, kung makikita nyo, di ba? He is singular pa din. Ano daw yun? Ano ba yung great, di ba? Yung job. Tama? Okay. He meets, so may S. So, singular. Next. Pag always, he always. Letter. Hmm? Huh? Nalito sila, oh. Nalito sila. Oh, bakit may iswashing? Ay, sorry. Washes lang, di ba yan, oh? Pinakita ko yung tamang sagot. Inilabas ko siya. Bakit may is washing? Okay, always nga. Ano sabi natin dito, class? We use S form of the verb kapag ang action, okay, is regular and habitual. Okay, habitual ba to, ma'am? Oo naman, always. Tapos tuwing Sunday pa. Okay. So, since ang action is habitual and regular, we use S form of the verb. Bakit natin gagamitin yung is washing? Pwede naman, he is always washing. Wala nang always dapat to. He is washing his car. Wala na dapat Sundays. Okay. Ibig sabihin, palagi niyang wino-wash. Okay. Yung car niya tuwing Sunday. So, he is a singular. So, the subject, ano ba yan, Bricks? He is singular, so the verb should be on a singular form, which is washes, diba? Okay? Na-refresh dito? Okay? Bakit may sumagot ng wash? Kasi, actually, dapat hindi nyo na nasagot yung wash, is washing. Okay? Careful, ha? Tatlo na nga lang yung ano dyan, oh, yung tawag dito yung option dyan. Okay, bakit? Kasi nung ginagawa ko tong question sa to, nakakainis si Word. Nilalagyan niya ng correction. Eh, pinipilit kong imali. Bakit hindi wash? Ano yung wash, class? Bakit daw hindi wash? Okay, what is the subject? Sagutin niyo ako. Kent Sanchez, you go to your chat box. Okay, sasagutin ko. Tatanong ko. Okay, wait lang, wait. Bakit? Anong plural? Wag kang, wag niyo sagutin yung ganyan, lalo siyang nalilito. Bakit daw hindi Bakit hindi wash? Okay. Sagutin niyo muna yung tanong ko. Anong palagi? Anong singular? Okay. What is the subject? He. Okay, tama. He, yung subject, yung pinag-uusapan, di ba? Ano siya? Singular or plural? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, huwag kayong nagmamadali, wag pabida, hindi natin kailangan ng pabida sa review ha. Kailangan natin ma-enlighten yung nalilito. He yung subject, tsaka siya ay singular. Tama? Okay. So, kung singular ang subject, dapat singular din ang verb. Okay? Ano ang subject? Ano ang subject? He. Ano ang verb? Wash. Wash, di ba? Ang wash, okay, singular plural, ang wash. Wash. Plural siya. Plural siya yung wash. So, anong tabang sagot dapat? Bakit washes? Kasi ang washes ay singular. So, she always washes. He. Okay, diba? He, okay, sige, annotate ko. Punta ka, tignan mo yung slides natin, nak. Okay, sige, magsusulat ako. Ayan. Ang subject is he, subject siya. Okay? Subject, ibig sabihin ng subject siya yung pinag-uusapan, si Muno sa pangusap. Okay? Kung saang subject at he siya, okay, siya ay pronoun, di ba? O kahit pangalanan natin yung ano na yan, ay, hindi ko ano. Pronoun. Hindi ako marunong magsulat sa ano, sorry. Pronoun. O, pangalanan natin yan ng Kent. Okay. Kent always. Si Kent tsaka si he ay isa lang, di ba? So, dahil siya ay isa lang, siya ay singular. Tama? Okay. So, dapat, ang verb mo is singular din kasi ang subject mo is singular. Tama? So, dito sa dalawa, okay, alin din yan ang singular? Ito, yung letter B, yung may S. Diba? Hirap na akong gamitin ito. Okay? So, dito sa dalawa, annotate tayo. Dito sa dalawa, asan dyan ang singular? Ito yung singular. So, singular subject requires singular verb. Diba? So, asan dito yung singular? Yung letter B, yung may S. Sabi natin, sa verb, magkabaliktad siya. Pag may S, singular. Pag walang S, plural. Magkabaliktad siya ng subject. Okay? Okay, bakit hindi washing? Is washing ang ginamit mo? Kasi meron po tayong rules, okay? Nagagamit po tayo ng S form of the verb ng ganito, yung may S at walang S, kapag ang action is habitual and routine. Okay, regular na ginagawa. Regular ba tong ginagawa? Yes, because of the word always. Tuwing actually binigyan niya nga ng kung kailan yung palagi eh. Kung kailan yung naging habit, kung kailan regular yung tuwing Sundays. Ayan, no, may S pa nga yung Sundays. Are we clear po? Gusto ko sumagot nito si Kenneth. Clear po. Tingnan natin kung sumagot si Kenneth. Clear. Okay. Wait lang, gusto ko lang maliwanagan siya. Okay, yung courage niya lang na magtanong is a thing. Kung nagigets na, wait lang, paliwanag lang sa natin sa hindi nagigets. Okay, clear na. Okay, next. My watch is broken and same lang din, yung mga nauna. Number 4, ABC. Okay, letter B, needs. Again, bakit needs? Alin ba yung broken? Ano yung nasira? Ano yung subject dito? Yung watch ko. My watch is broken. And it what? Needs, okay, to be fixed again. It needed, wala naman ganun, diba? Is nga, naka-present to because of the is. Since naka-is siya, okay, singular. So, ano dapat ang sagot? Singular din. Alin ang singular dito? Yung may S. Kasi nga we're pertaining to what? The verb. Focus tayo. Ito sa Filipino, focus ng pandiwa. So, mag-focus tayo sa verb. Kanina, doon sa grammar na tinatest natin sa identifying errors, though, okay, most of them, nagpapamali doon is verb, okay, meron naman parallelism, meron naman pronoun, 'di ba? Pero bihira na 'yan, bihira na yang ibigay sa inyo yung punctuations tsaka capitalizations kasi hindi naman kayo English majors. But anyway, kapag eto na, pag sinabi ng verb tenses, you focus on the verb. Wait lang. Focus tayo sa verb. Okay? So it needs singular. Right? Clear? Pero look, ma'am, paano namin malaman if we need to focus on the verb? Look at the options. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, proper verb lang ang kailangan. Ano to? Tignan nyo yung mga choices. Puro verb yan. So, focus on the verb. So, verb tenses siya. Right? God, I do not know why you answer watch. Yung watch. Ibig sabihin kung ano yung subject. Yeah, sige. Okay. Number 5. It is very easy. Opo. Kasi kung I am yan, loving yan. I am loving. Okay. Next, I need answer the word. Yung word ang kailangan ko. Kasi walang number. Linda blank in my house last week. Okay. Spelling lang to, class. Spelling lang. Okay. Diba? State. Okay. Oh, ito, spelling din to. Bakit hindi letter A? Sige nga. Tanong ko, bakit hindi letter A? Anong tawag dun sa walang by? Kasi yung by is what? Okay. By is what? That's not about corny. By is irregular verb siya. Ibig sabihin, ang past tense, ang ano niyan, buy, bought. Okay. Next. Okay. Walang kagatol-gatol. Letter A. Yes. Next. Read, readed. Word. Okay, read. Ang read, regardless kung past tense, read pa din siya. Letter. Okay, spelling lang to. Chose. Letter C. Letter C. I am going to buy. Will you? Letter C. Will you help me? Okay. O, ito. Past tense. Tenses of the verb. More than 10 times. Ito, formula lang to kahit hindi ka na tumingin. I. Anong kasunod ng I? I have seen. Okay? Kasi hindi naman pwedeng has. Tama? I di have na agad. I have seen. Ibig sabihin, okay, pwede pang madagdagan yung panonood niya ng Serendipity. Okay, I have seen the movie Serendipity more than 10 times. Okay. Okay, sige. Time check is 10 o'clock. I'll give you 20 minutes break. Okay? 20 minutes, okay? Mag-aano lang ako ha, para hindi sayang sa break, sa ano, hindi sayang sa load kasi nag-load lang ako. Balik tayo ng 10:15, 10:20. Sige, 10:20. Yes, okay? So, break tayo. Sige, request kayo.